Is going to be from Mallory Ranahan, and she's given me an introduction that I'm going to read now. Today, Mallory will be delivering the draft of a presentation that she will be presenting at an upcoming Salesforce conference in New Hampshire. The presentation is geared towards Salesforce customers and is meant to be an introduction to the Salesforce community. Mallory will have 20 minutes for her actual presentation, but today she will be delivering the first half only. She'd like to thank everyone for allowing her this time to practice and prepare. And I think this is a great time to point out that at a Toastmasters Club meeting like ours, you can do this. You can practice big upcoming speeches you have for work. As long as you're comfortable sharing the material with the public audience, we're glad to hear it. So Mallory is going to be presenting using that screen over there, just so everyone knows. And I'll give things over to Mallory to present the magic of the Trailblazer community.
Thanks, everyone. And I do just want to mention before I start, there is going to be a little bit of audience participation. If you could just play along with me, that would really help out. So thanks for joining this session today. This is the magic of the Trailblazer community, and my name is Mallory Ranahan. I'm a community manager at Salesforce, and super excited to be here with you all today. This is my first time in Manchester, and my first time presenting at a community conference. So thanks for allowing me to share this opportunity with you and to share this experience together. Actually, before I move forward, I the audience to see who is currently a member of the Trailblazer community, whether that means online you're a member or you're in person, you are attending groups around the world. Anyone in the audience today? Awesome. Okay, great. So it looks like we've got a good mix here, and I'm excited to really dive further into the material and share a little bit more about what the community means and how you can get involved. So if you've seen a Salesforce presentation before, you've probably seen this slide. This is our forward-looking statement slide. This essentially states that all of your purchasing decisions should be made off of products and services that are available today. Also, if you have attended a Salesforce presentation before, you've probably seen this slide. This is something that as a company, we have decided to include in all of our presentations right up front. And the reason for that is that we know that we would not be anything without the success of our customers. And for that, we want to thank you. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to be here today, to attend this conference, to network with your peers and share information with each other. We want to thank you just for giving back and for your passion for the company and all that you're doing. We appreciate you and want to make sure that you know that. So let's take a look at what we're going to be covering today. First up, we're going to take a look at the Salesforce corporate values and how those have really helped to shape and mold the Trailblazer community and what it is today. We'll then dive into the Trailblazer community itself. For those of you who maybe aren't as familiar with it, we will talk about the fundamentals, all the different components of the community, what it means to be involved, and really talk about the basics of that. We're going to share a local Trailblazer success story. So right here in the Northeast, we've got a lot of community goodness happening, a lot of just great stories to share. So I'm going to give an example of one of those today, and I'm excited to do that. And then we're going to make sure that you leave here knowing how to get involved. So we'll give you some good action items, some next steps that you can take to start participating right away. Before I dive into the agenda, this is a community conference and I am a community manager, so I like to make connections with people, like people to talk with each other and make some interactions. So I just want to first give you a little information about who I am, why I'm here talking with you today, and then I'm going to give you the opportunity to do a little icebreaker. So we're just going to say hello to a neighbor, ask each other a couple of questions, and just make a little interaction. So first things first, if you happen to see these two people, maybe it's online in the Trailblazer community, or it's social media or email, please do not be alarmed. Both of these people are me. I was recently married earlier this year and in the process of changing my name. So if you are looking for how to connect with me after this session, you can search either one of these aliases and I will pop up. Second thing to note about myself, I'm an East Coaster. So I'm really excited to be back here on the East Coast with all of you. I do currently live in San Francisco and I work at HQ, but all my family's on the East Coast and this is where I really do feel the most at home. So thank you for having me. And the third thing that I'd like to share, this is something that I have in common with Oprah. I also walked on hot coals at a Tony Robbins conference just a few months ago. And the reason I mention this is because this year for me has really been a year of transformation and facing my fears and personal development. And even just standing here in front of you today, this is something that's outside of my comfort zone, and I'm excited to be taking this step with you all and to be able to stand up here and share something that I'm passionate about, which is the community. So again, I'm thankful for that opportunity. So now I'd like for you all to just quickly say hello to a neighbor. I've got a few questions that you can ask. We can replace this one with why did you come to the meeting today? And if you could just go ahead and say hello, what's your name, where are you from, and why did you come to the meeting today? Thank you.
Hi.
From around here.
You're here for Toastmasters. I am with Salesforce, but I am only on the CRM.
Upcoming switches.
I'm really I like today.
Oh, maybe.
I'm from California,
I didn't do one yet. Oh, I did only table topics.
Yeah, so my name's Brian Lewis.
Yeah.
Sorry, I live here in the Bay Area. And,
I'm better behind the camera than in front.
All right, just start wrapping up, just a few more seconds.
in Georgia, actually.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap up. Thank you all for doing that. How did that feel? Do you feel like we made a new friend?
Yes.
Right, was that good? Okay. So connections are important, right? And that's the purpose of that exercise. We are all human. We all want to feel connected, and we all, have the desire to feel included in something that's greater than ourselves, and to feel, just a part of something that's special. And so, that's really what communities are based off of, is that connection. And we all share that. We also, communities are based off of sharing a common interest. And for us in the room here today, that common thread that we all share is that we're all Salesforce users. And we use that platform, and we have questions about it, and knowledge that we can share with each other. And we've really seen Salesforce as a company with tremendous growth over the past few years. There's been new products released all the time, companies being acquired, career opportunities popping up left and right. And when we take a look at what is the foundation for that, why is all of this happening? We really look back at our core values. And this, for the company, this is not only a foundation for the company, but we've seen how this has also been intertwined with the community as well. So I want to mention these things because this is really where it all starts. And these are the guiding principles that we follow when we are making decisions based on the programs that we are implementing. So first we have trust. And this is where we really try to be as transparent as we can with our customers. And we want them to feel like an extension of the company. Customer success, I mentioned this earlier, we wouldn't be where we are today if it weren't for the success of our customers, so we really just want to put an emphasis on that. Innovation, we are constantly innovating, we are constantly delivering new products, we are also providing opportunities for our customers to be building on our platform and innovating there. And equality, we really are trying to be a thought leader in this space and foster the feeling of inclusion and that everyone can feel welcome in this space. And so with that, in connection with the resources that we provide our community, this is really where we see the intersection of the Trailblazer community come to life. So our community, where it stands today, we have an online space where we actually have over 2.5 million people interacting on that space, over 250,000 active monthly members. But this is a place where customers can collaborate, they can ask questions, have their questions answered, they can connect with people from all around the globe. We have 700 community groups that are all over the world too, and these are customers who are just really volunteering their time to meet, and they want to meet with people local in their area and talk about Salesforce and how they can help each other do their jobs better. We have over 200 Salesforce MVPs, and these are the people who are kind of the ultra passionate customers who are just sharing the Salesforce message and contributing exceptionally, and they're being recognized for those contributions. And then community events, like the one that we're at today. We now have over 30 of these all around the world. These are customer-led. These are customers who are volunteering their time to organize these conferences, and it's really amazing to see what's happening. And so when you have that foundation of those values and those kind of strong guiding principles, coupled with these resources that we've provided customers where they can interact with each other and encourage each other and help each other grow, that's where we are seeing kind of this community come to life. And it's incredible to see, people just empowering each other and wanting to help each other be successful at their jobs. And that's what we, hope that stepping away from this conference today, that you'll be able to get more involved with this and see how this can really help in your career and in your life. So that's all I have time for today. Thank you all very much.